In the photograph Pleasure Garden Moon, we see the creation of a beautiful landscape in this wasteland of an environment, which stands in heavy contrast with the mountains in the back and the artificially constructed lampposts and fences in the back. We see the resourcefulness of the Japanese people as the pavilion and bridge are made from completely raw and unstripped wood. This is also their way of making something good out of a terrible situation, and acts as a microcosm that reflects the appearance of opportunity and prosperity that the Japanese Americans and other immigrants often perceived America as, but in reality, it ended up being very hard for a lot of them to achieve success, if not impossible. We see this through the Keep Out sign to the right, which is very ironic because they built this amazing little source of beauty and oasis within their town, yet they're unable to access it.
Another photo in which we see the resilience of the Japanese Americans at Manzanar is in Burning Leaves, Autumn Dawn. The photo depicts a group of people scraping leaves into a bonfire. Although fire is generally seen as a form of destruction, it can also represent rebirth and continuation. It, alongside the pleasure garden, again represents their willingness to embrace their situation and continue working to restart their lives on a clean slate. Finally, when viewed alongside the next photo, Monument and Cemetery, it calls to mind the cultural significance of fire in Asia. Burning is said to be a direct link to the afterlife, and fire is commonly used to send gifts to loved ones who have passed. It makes the viewer think about the ambiguity of the passage of time, because the photo doesn't reveal any sort of indication as to when it was taken.
The final picture of this trio is titled Monument and Cemetery. The white monument itself stands in stark contrast to the background of grays and blacks, which draws the viewer's focus to the center. There, the mountain range in the background immediately draws a comparison between this picture and Burning Leaves, as the locations of the peaks are remarkably similar, showing that the two were taken from almost the same spot. This again brings to mind the idea of the afterlife that was presented in Burning Leaves, and the feeling of passing time. Both Pleasure Garden and the monument depict beautiful, elaborate works. However, while the Pleasure Garden seems temporary and hastily constructed, the monument is permanent. It's a lasting reminder that even though the internment camps were meant to be a temporary place, fleeting and forgotten, the lives left behind will last forever.